Where we're going. Scrape. Hit that quick save. We're on our way.
I'll have use for these soon enough. Those machines must have torn through this camp. This valley definitely isn't safe.
Okay.
Here we go.
Big deal. Maybe. Alright, back on the way we go. To the path. Full heal. Gather that.
A gemstone. It's green like blaze, but it's hard and shiny. Wonder if merchants would be interested.
Get that money. Found a piece of jade, or green. I was gonna say gemstone. We found a piece of green shire, a rare and valuable resource hidden all over the road. It can be used for upgrading certain weapons or outfits, trading with mechanics. CHAINSCRAPE. I wonder what the unknown is.
It's a dead machine. It must be a bristleback. That must be CHAINSCRAPE. Jaruf said I could get my bow upgraded in there. Might be able to tinker with my other gear, too.
That's where we're gonna.
Ground soaked with acid. Did the bristlebacks do this?
Apparently, that way. Talkity.
Outlander approaching. Is that the savior? Wanna come in, savior?
Oh yeah.
Welcome to CHAINSCRAPE, savior.
Open up, guys. Jorv's orders.
Good enough for me.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate you.
By the forge.
Petra?
Aloy, what are you doing here? About time there was something worth looking at in this dump.
It's nice to see you too.
And not a moment too soon. Come on. Damn brewery's the only thing I can count on in this place.
Yeah, I heard. Machines, work stoppage.
Oh, those are just the latest malfunctions. CHAINSCRAPE's always been a few tools short of a kit. And right there is the biggest tool of all.
Our land, not our problem. The bristlebacks are everybody's problem.
Roland?
You've heard of him,
Yeah.
but he's a story best told over a cold beer.
Not
Petra,
talking about-
Petra. I'm just passing through. I'm headed west.
Oh,
There's an embassy at Barren Light I need to make happen, and then I keep moving.
ah, of course. Bigger gears to grind.
Yep.
Well, Flame Hair, good to see you. You've got to move on.
Petra,
Good to see you too.
But if you want a cold beer and a few laughs with an old friend, come find me at the brewery. Your choice.
Maybe. We'll see.
well, this old one guy sounds like trouble. Maybe Petra could use some support. But first things first, I need to find that
I'll upgrade the
workbench and
bow. Then
upgrade my
maybe I'll
bow.
go beat her with it.
I am most certainly so. Watch
Till Oven blows.
Special gear. I do pouch upgrade. Boar hide. I passed a boar. I'll probably go back and get that boar. I'll upgrade the bow. And I'll upgrade this. Okay, can't upgrade anymore. Okay. Upgrade him as much as I can. I'll probably go back. I want to upgrade my pouch. Ammo that deals acid damage is now available in my inventory. My focus can scan enemies and see if they are weak to acid. Hitting enemies with acid will up their corroding state once the state. Okay.
This should be useful. Now I just need to find Erend and help him clear the bristlebacks. Shop looks closed.
Yep.
Can I still use the workbench?
I ain't gonna stop you.
Okay.
Well, that depends on what you need a measuring stick for.
Is it okay if I leave and come back?
Rude.
Round
Easy there, Red.
Okay. think I can upgrade it yet.
Be welcome, Outlander.
Next round's on me.
Just gives the to. Give him meal.
Don't make me go drag most of your ears off.
Please. I'll drink it under
Ignoring
the
me
table
again. Don't
anytime.
be getting mud on me.
Gotta keep going, sorry.
Get the fireplace.
The ladder, not so much.
Oh, quick save.
I know you see me.
True. They can hardly eat.
Oh, that's
Gotta
right.
keep
Just
going,
barreled
sorry.
through a stranger.
You look like you need some ale in you, my friend.
Hey, Mildef. Mildef. I took some of your stew last time I went into the wilds. Kept me going for a week. Felt like I could have put a strider in a sleeper hold.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Sounds like you're serving up some impressive provisions here.
Not again. You can have the discount too, but you'll have to come back later.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Olvin didn't send you?
No.
Oh, my apologies. It's just that his minions won't stop pestering me. Now I've even worn out my special grill. Since I'm in the midst of a crisis, perhaps you could skip to what it is you wanted?
Some of your food?
Of course.
Your last customer mentioned your cooking really kept him going out in the wild. Where I'm headed, I could use some of that.
I would be happy to oblige, especially since you have the decency to ask pleasantly.
But
But my special groove griddle is no more. Without it, I can't cook any of my signature dishes. I hate to think what'll happen when I'm forced to refuse Olvin or his goons. Even if I already had the right ingredients, there's nothing I can do. Unless you can source me a temporary replacement?
what do you need?
For the ingredients, a few pieces of decent wild meat, and I'd say a big handful of bitter leaf stems. That'll do. As for
Okay,
the
I got a
griddle,
wild meat already.
a corrugated metal panel might suffice until I can have a new one forged. You'd likely find one in a scrounger pile if you follow the river to the northeast. Don't worry, I'll clean it first. You'll have no issue finding boars and bitter leaf on your way, assuming you're as much a hunter-gatherer as your clothing suggests.
Thanks, Mildef. I'll keep an eye out.
So that's what gratitude sounds like,
And don't let anyone push you around, okay?
if you say so.
Say hi to your sister for me.
You, Aaron. Dash of courage. I can get provisions down the wild.
Eyes up here, brother.
Gather wild meat. And I have 2 or 3 bitter leaf.
You!
Or 5. Okay.
I know you see me.
You say about time, you say. I could take her. Ah, you're that Nora, aren't you?
Round. The more you say it, the more wrong it sounds.
Even from a distance, you're ugly.
Yeah.
Mustache.
You do.
+1 lower health range, second chance, and lower health defense, critical strike. Oh.
again.
Oi, miss. To which the boar says,
Yeah. Not
you need a
working.
carpenter?
Okay.
You must be the fat.
I need. Okay. Or hide.
It's as little ones I've ever seen. Ho there!
One drink for me, and one drink
What?
for other me. I wrestled it down.
Um. Maybe I can go and get this real quick, and then I'll go do the main quest. What we'll do is we'll do an errand. Go up here.
Maybe finally someone who will drink, huh?
Found. I'll drink you under the table anytime. The more you say it,
Look at her go.
Okay, I think I have enough bitter leaf.
Okay. I just need wild meat. Okay.
I'll ride that now. Need to get data from the cauldron if I can find one.
What? should have healed. Why is it every time I play a game, they're hard as crap?
Shane's on to me.
Oh. Feel better? Never have too much ridge work.
This'll be in my stash when I need it.
Okay. Or boar.
There. That should be enough wild meat for Mildif.
That's fine. I have 10 of those.
Ah, hello again. How goes your search?
About that. What did you need to make your signature dish?
A corrugated metal panel, for starters. I can use it until I get another groove griddle forged. You You can probably pull one out of a scrounger scrap pile northeast of here. I'll clean it first, don't worry. And for the then I can get...
I should be going.
Right.
That was the last thing. I guess I'll waste a fast travel pack for nothing.
This pigment would work well on armor.
Okay.
Scroungers. Mildev said I could find a metal panel in one of their scrap piles. No metal panel. Better check another scrap pile.
Prize so much loot.
If I find where these machines are made, I might learn how to override them.
Curious?
Oh, not happy to see me?
That ragdoll physic though.
No metal panel. Better check another scrap pile. Acid will do a lot of damage. Stop looking already. I think I have everything I need for Mildev. Good thing, too. I can use a decent meal.
There you go. There.
I can turn this around.
Chris, keep running.
Hear about that traveling Osman trip? Be welcome out there. I'll join them if I could.
You know what we need?
Never met a
Proper service.
Or couldn't finish. Laughing about. We already got
That quick save.
Ah, there you are. I happen to receive another visit from Olvin himself. He was pushy, but I stood my ground.
Nice.
And dare I say it, I even got my own back. Yes, I did.
I'm listening.
When I made his meal, I used 3 pinches of salt. Instead of 2.
Each journey begins with a single step, I guess. I think I have everything you asked for.
Then just as you have inspired me, let us see if I can return the favor. Time to cook.
Nice. Let's go.
Wow. Mildef, that was inspired.
Next time you want the best provisions, you know where to find me. And your next order of any dish will be on the house.
Thanks. And don't forget to stand up for yourself.
Funny you should say that. As it happens, I'm already cooking up my next portion of resistance. Hope to see you again.
You too, buddy. Two skill point. Let's go. Silent strike deals more damage. Ooh. Just more damage when the critical hit. Okay. Okay, I might do that one. Food provides temporary benefits and skill boosts. Meals has reduced your concentration, recovery time, bring ingredients to the cooks. Got it.
It might be a good idea to stock up on some food before I head back out.
Guaranteed.
See what else Mildef's cooking up.
Back for that free meal? Go on, peruse my menu.
Let's see what he got. Local stew. Simple meal. Toss odds and ends of vegetables into a pot in simmering hours. 20% maximum health for 3 minutes. Restores 25% health and stamina. Concentration. Health and stamina. Oh, it costs 100 metal shards. I didn't even notice.
I don't know. I didn't put it there. They'll call back in underground in the desert. It's safe. Hey, else would one leave the glory of Maine? Might get something done if he was. Anyone see where I put my drink?
The best
Anyone?
in all
Anyone? Kind of makes you wish. Oh, there it is. Walked it up, huh?
I'm pretty sure it's your right.
Yo, Scrouge!
Tongs.
Whoa!
I hope Corvin and the others are doing better than I am.
What happened to you?
That damn mine is what happened to me. It won't be the last injury if Olvin keeps shoving those tongs into those tunnels.
What mine?
Northeast of CHAINSCRAPE, where the river ends. I told Corvin we should stop when the first cave-in happened, but Olvin probably threatened to cut off our pay. Or worse.
How about you slow down and take me through it? You mentioned you were injured in a cave-in.
Yeah, a couple days ago. That's how I hurt this blasted leg. Corvin and the others were opening a new vein while I was checking on an older one. As soon as their blast hit, tunnel I was in collapsed. Might have dodged it if I wasn't running on barely a spark of sleep. We were pushing too hard and too fast.
And you're afraid
Thanks.
Corvind and the others might not be as lucky if it happens again.
Mm-hmm. Hit the nail right on the head.
How come Olvin's in charge? Don't these mines belong to the Karja?
Try telling Olvin that. He brought in all the backing to get them open. Might as well own them. Fire and spit. You ask him. He owns us as well.
Who's
About
Corvind?
Corbin.
He's their foreman. And a damn good one. The kind that knows how to deal with management when it gets unreasonable. But Olvin, his demands go beyond unreasonable. Corvin's been doing his best to appease him. He even blamed himself for my injury when it was Olvin who ordered the extra shifts.
Sounds like a good guy.
That's why we all put up with the long hours and lousy conditions. But if the whole mine becomes unstable, I'd rather suffer Olvin's wrath than die buried in rubble.
Gotcha.
I could check in on your crew if I'm in the area.
I would appreciate that. Thank you.
I'm gonna hit this unknown, this quest, and then I'll head out my way.
Don't you think I've forgotten? I never forget. I think.
I guess I never forget, I think.
That fire's not going out on our watch. Let's go.
Okay.
Took a hammer to your head.
Talk about something else then.
We are on the same side here, Ulva. The bristlebacks threaten us all.
Oh, drop the
I
axe.
found them shards
We all
fair
know
and
it was the
square.
Karja who let the bristleback...
What do you want, Ulvund? Some kind of payment?
My dear magistrate, you
this
think
guy.
I can be bought? If you want that whistle blown, all you have to do is have your soldiers remove the bristlebacks and sign the concession decree. Face it, what other choice do you have?
Hi.
Savior, what auspicious timing. Might we discuss a matter of importance to the Sundom?
We might. Later.
Very well. I shall be waiting.
So, The savior herself. Walloper of Derval, gutter of Hughes.
Maybe.
I've heard many tales of your beauty and heroics, my fierce lady warrior. Olfant Freeholder, at your service. So, what could have dragged you away from the fine silks and wine of Meridian to this smudge of a settlement? Your saviorly attention must be needed elsewhere.
I'm here for the embassy and...
The embassy? Why, by the forge. Ah. Greater gears for greater matters. Guess that means you'll be moving on.
Once I've dealt with any problems around here that need my saviorly attention.
Ah, the bristlebacks, of course. Got to get rid of them if you want that embassy to take place. Well, best get to it, hey? And off you go.
Not so fast. You don't seem to have a high opinion of the magistrate?
Well, I refuse to play nice to some fancy-robed parchment pusher when my fellow laborers are being bullied, intimidated, and taken advantage of.
How noble of you.
Noble? Ha! Born with a hammer in hand, I was. Nobody handed me anything or dropped opportunity into my lap. Everything I've achieved, I've done on my own.
And where is this hammer now?
The, burden of leadership forced me to set it aside. The Carja risk nothing, while demanding that good Osseram gamble with their lives out there. Someone had to step up and say no more.
Where's the whistle?
Right in the middle of town, but with the threat out there, I'm not endangering innocent Osram lives.
I'm going to clear out the bristlebacks. And when I'm done, this valley is going to get moving.
If that's what it takes. Until then, I'll keep looking after the safety of these good folk.
Just be ready to blow the whistle.
Drinks later?
Better see what that Carja magistrate wanted. I bet he's in the tavern.
Where's the tavern?
Never fear, my lady. You have found me.
Savior! Over here!
Another!
He's giving me a bad time. Or did you miss that part?
No, I saw.
If the Nora drinks, that's it.
It's a Tanakh
Change your
game,
mind about
but
that brew?
any tribe can enjoy it. Come to revel in some strike, sister? Let me set the board.
I was just passing by.
First timer, huh? Don't worry about it. I'll go easy on you. You got any pieces?
No.
Well, aren't you in luck then? I got an extra set, a Tanakh original straight out of the Forbidden West. Sit. I'll run you through it in a hot spark. I'll give you something special if you win it on my boards, too.
Do I have a choice? I'll try one game. Do this
All
one
right,
set.
let's start off simple. The Tanakh like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy. We each get a set of pieces. Each piece represents a kind of machine, and each machine is worth a different number of victory points. And to win the game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines. It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so we use these notes to keep track of them. You see that number on the top right corner?
Yep.
That there is how many victory points you'll get for destroying that machine. Notes also tell you how far a piece can move, how powerful their attacks are, the distance they can strike from, and of course, their health. Okay, I own the board, so I get to choose who goes first. Since this is your first time, I'll let you go. Usually you get to choose which pieces to set on the board, but this will do for now. Pick up that machine piece to your right, and move it forward. And remember, each machine can only move a certain distance. Take a look at your notes if you need a reminder. Gotta move that machine forward.
I did.
Move that machine forward. It's all part of the learning process.
That's what I'm doing.
Easy enough, huh? Now, you get to move 2 machines each round, so go ahead and pick a second machine. Perfect. There's not much else to do for now, so just end your turn. We're forging onwards. Let me move my pieces here. And we're back to you. This time, why don't you try attacking one of my pieces? Try with that machine on your right first. Now move the piece closer. When performing an attack, a machine's combat power is a combination of the terrain your machine is standing on and its own attack power.
Okay.
This board only has grassland terrain, which has no effect on a machine's combat power. And your current machine has 2 points of attack power. So in total, your machine's combat power equals 2 points. Since my machine isn't the one attacking, it has 0 points of attack power. And just like your machine, it's not affected by grassland terrain. So right now, the difference in combat power between the 2 machines is 2 points. This means your machine can do 2 points of damage to my machine. Did you get all that?
Sure.
Knew you were a smart one. Finish up by attacking my machine.
Attacking.
Not pulling any punches, huh? Now grab that second machine of yours. See how your machine can't move close enough to attack mine? You can make your machine sprint. That lets it move 1 space further. Try it out. Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack. Now, some players like to take a risk and overcharge their machine in cases like this. Overcharging lets you attack after a sprint, but it will damage your machine's health by 2 points. So use at your own discretion. Let's try doing that now. That's about it for your turn then. Now, I'll let you in on a neat trick. That machine of yours, the one closest to me, grab a hold of it. Same as in the wilds, machines have both armored points and weak points. You can see them marked on the pieces. Blue shows where their armor is thickest. Hit them there and you'll do some damage, but not a lot. Now, red shows the machine's weak points. Hit those and you'll deal a mighty blow. Here, let me show you. Rotate that piece so your machine faces mine. Now let that machine... Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory points. You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's keep going. Your machine attacked mine, but hasn't moved yet. Go ahead and move. You've already attacked a machine and moved your piece. But if you overcharge your machine, and by the look of your, you'd be sacked, but some overcharge. Ain't that a thrill? Now, because your machine was knocked out at the same time as mine, we both get the victory points our machines are worth. Good news is, since you're the one attacking, you're gonna receive your victory points before I do. Which means you can reach the coveted 7 victory points first. That's why sometimes losing a piece can be the best way to end a game in your favor. Now, you'll notice you didn't get quite up to 7 victory points this time, but you did destroy all my pieces. That means
This is so
you're
boring.
the winner. That wasn't so hard. Just remember to always, you'd be
Okay, I
surprised.
get it. Yeah, whatever.
Oh,
I don't
it's
care.
you might even though the or no. Now I could even think.
Thank God, that would have took a long time. I'm not playing that game anymore.
You know where
Get
to
me
find me,
out.
Red.
I'd rather talk to you.
Come for that beer after all, eh? Here, sit down. Get a pint in her hand. Wasn't expecting you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
There's that spark. Fire and spit.
Fire and spit.
That's a blast from the bellows. Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Like what?
Take your pick. We got bodies to bury from the bristlebacks, the work stoppage, Olvin grating the gears about his concession decree. Hey! Weapons off the table! Don't listen to me. Nothing a cold brew and knocking some heads together can't fix eventually.
So about Olvind.
Around here, everything's about Olvind.
How'd he end up in charge?
He got here early, like a squirrel smelling a fat nut. He knew rebuilding Barren Light would need stone and timber. So he jangled purses all over Mainspring, getting investors to front claims on anything in the Daunt that might be worth a damn. Thing is, all the bankers back home know that this is Karja land, and the Sun King can revoke those claims at any time. That's why he's desperate for the magistrate to sign off on a concession decree.
I thought you'd be back in Freeheap.
Well, after the big battle at Meridian, I went back, but realized it was running smooth. Didn't need me. Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren Light. Figured they could use another hammer. Been scraping by ever since.
You could always leave.
And go back east? Nah. I ain't one to leave a lit forge. Besides, someone's gotta be a squeaky wheel for the workers around here.
This concession decree, what is it exactly? And how would it help Olvind?
It's pig diddle, that's what.
A writ that would put all Osram claims in the Daunt under Osram law, even though they're on Karja land. It would mean that any existing ore, stone, and timber claims couldn't be revoked by the Karja. No more risk, no more hesitation for investors back in the claim to pour in the shards and expand their business. And since Olvind has a stake in all those claims, it would make him richer than a scrapper in a junk heap. Not to mention CHAINSCRAPE would become an Osram municipality, so he could buy enough votes to call himself an elderman. He's a sly old badger, I'll give him that. Figures if he keeps up the pressure, eventually the magistrate will sign.
What about the bristlebacks?
So the bristlebacks in the Daunt.
Ew. Okay. Bruh.
Where did they come from?
That's the thing. No one rightly knows. They just showed up one day, rampaging around the valley like they exploded out of a forge. Lost some good people. But I heard talk of some vanguards trying to take them down.
Did they come through here?
Stopped by briefly for supplies. Olvind was none too pleased. Won't be able to crank it to his advantage once the bristlebacks are gone.
But how could bristlebacks in the Daunt help Olvind?
2 words. Concession decree. Since no one knows where the bristlebacks came from, Olvind has taken to blaming the Karja for him. He's hoping to dig up enough old resentments to get a strike going until the concession's signed. This is just his latest attempt. He's been trying to rile up the workers since the day he rolled into town.
And people actually believe him?
Lots of folks suffered at the hands of the Mad King during the Red Raids. Give them half a reason, they'll blame the Karja for anything.
Ah, damn Karja slavers.
Well, I have to be going. Thanks for the drink, Petra. I'm glad I stopped by.
Anytime, Flamehair.
Or I just blew this whole machine hunting thing wide open.
Nope. Definitely an idiot.
Savior, thank you for taking the time.
All right.
And my condolences that you had to endure Ulvant's blue.
I know I've only been in this one
I've
area.
dealt with worse. It sounds like
But,
he's really trying to put you over the barrel.
The idea that the Karja purposely let Bristlebacks into the Daunt, it's completely absurd. But the louder and longer he says it, the more support he'll get for his damned concession decree.
How did the Bristlebacks get into the Daunt?
No one knows for sure. The first report of them came from west of the quarry. But unless they have wings I don't know about, I don't see how they could have come over the mountains.
No other way in.
The only way I know about is Barren Light. Look, if you can get to the bottom of this, I can offer a considerable bounty in return. Help me shut Ulvant up.
You said the Bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry?
Yes, according to one terrified laborer, said the ground trembled before they came charging down the hillside. He took off and ran all the way here.
Good place to start looking, then.
If you learn the truth, maybe Ulvant will stop blaming the Karja for every problem under the sun, and maybe then he'll actually focus on rebuilding Barren Light instead.
All right.